Hi, I'd like to welcome Dennis Gomes, the operations director at Tasca Kia, one of our customers. Dennis, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Bora.
First, to get us kicked off, why did you start looking at service AI agents and 11 site for that matter?
To be honest with you, I didn't start looking. I actually was talking to Total Customer Connect, and they reached out to me and they said, we have this AI phone answering service that can work with our appointment scheduler. One of your schedules are the best that we have. We really think it would work well with you. And I said no. And then I ended up by hanging up on them. But then I called them back instantly because I did realize that it was the future. At that point, we said yes. I got introduced to 11 site to try to do some setups and everything like that. And from there is now we have 2 stores and we're about to go on 41 stores, but we just have to do it by time.
Yeah. Well, now, how is the 11 site AI assistant actually helping you guys? I mean, from a business standpoint.
So the best part about it is it answers the phone 24 hours a day. And also it answers the phone not only 24 hours a day, but if 100 people call right now at 4:11 p.m., then 100 people get answered. That's one of the most important things. So 100 people can make an appointment right now at this current moment, to where when I only have one person answering the phone at 4:11, then only one person can make an appointment. So the on how often, and then the fact that it's 24 hours a day, a lot of the 11 site appointments that we see are after hours.
Okay. What about the results of the appointments that the AI engine books versus human appointments?
So at the current moment, it's booking about 40% of our appointments.
Okay.
And then what we did notice that I thought was one of the coolest parts of it is that 85% of the AI appointments show up as a show rate.
Oh, really?
To where our normal human rate is actually 82%. So we are on the normal side of high at our store. We do have follow-up and everything like that. Typically with our dealer group, we see about a 70% show rate. So for AI to be 85, that's pretty impressive.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, have you seen an increase in the service bookings, or more importantly, your service revenue?
Service revenue comes with the amount of appointments that you have. So typically we're on a smaller side of a Kia store. So typically we see anywhere from 15 to 20 appointments a day. Since fully implementing the 11 site AI, we have been around 25 to 30 appointments a day. So almost doubling, not quite, but almost.
Wow.
Then our Chrysler store, we installed it in our Chrysler store about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And they're seeing about the same thing. They're a lot bigger than us. They went from about 35 to 40 appointments a day to about 45 to 48 appointments a day.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned, if 100 people call in right now, it would answer them all, as opposed to having one service agent not able to answer. Everyone would go to voicemail.
Yep.
Do you see this as a manpower savings? Because, I mean, now you have 100 agents answering the call, even though you're only paying for one of them.
Yeah, I could see it as a savings. But I guess from my standpoint, the biggest thing that I see about it is with AI, it eliminates the easy phone calls so it can make your actual humans more efficient, is really what it comes down to at our point. I mean, AI is making a majority of our appointments per week, but we also have 2 agents now, instead of taking inbound calls to make an easy appointment or to do a simple status check, they're calling outbound calls that I haven't seen in 12 months. So I have humans now doing the outbounds, because they're now not waiting for the phone call, because why wait when AI is making the call?
Exactly. Yeah, it takes that strategy of aggressively waiting for the phone to ring out of their book. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, we used to get the excuses all the time. I can't make outbound calls when inbound calls are coming. Well, now don't worry about the inbound calls. We have AI for that. And you handle the outbounds of the people that haven't been here in 12 months or the people that have declined your service.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how has your general manager reacted to the benefits of the AI assistant that you guys put in?
She likes it because obviously we actually just came off our best month that we ever had. And it gets better every week. That's my favorite part about it. And last month was, I mean, I'm probably going on my 5th or 6th month now with 11 site answering calls for us. So we've never had more appointments than last month. We've never had more revenue than last month. And the biggest thing is you don't get the complaints anymore of the phones aren't getting answered. because there is no excuse of the phone not getting answered anymore. I mean, you can still have those old school mindsets that don't want to talk to AI or whatnot, but 24 hours a day, the phone gets answered. It's answered. Like whether you like the answer, it's still getting answered.
Exactly. And that's the key. They're not getting pushed away.
Right.
Now, I think currently we've deployed at 3 of your stores. What are your plans for your other stores?
Just got approval to do one of our GMC stores in Woonsocket.
Excellent.
The layout of this is more difficult than just implementing it in a store. It's not less an AI problem. It's more or less the store problem. So if you're a store that doesn't get a lot of online appointments right now, that means your online setups on our end aren't set up. It has nothing to do with 11 site.
Okay.
So we then have to go into each store and modify their online settings so that then 11 site can read it and do it. So there's a lot of stores right now that, I mean, we've been with Total Customer Connect for well over 10 years. So stores that were set up 10 years ago probably haven't had any changes. And that's where it comes down to. So I just got approval probably 20 minutes before this phone call to set up our GMC store in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Once I get his setups all set, we'll install 11 site there. I really want to do it in all of our Chrysler stores and Kia stores immediately because we already have the Chrysler layout and the Kia layout from my store and the store across the street. I mean, our owner wants it done by the end of the year.
Wants all of the stores done by the end of the year?
By the end of the year. Now, I want it done by the end of the year as well. But me leading the head of this, as well as Total Customer Connect, I hope so. But the store has to be ready as well. So, we'll work the best we can with that.
Fantastic. Any closing comments you'd like to make, Dennis, on 11 site, on your experience working with the team? Because you'd said that it just gets better. So there's obviously a strong feedback loop between your team and the 11 site team. Tell me.
I love the fact that like anytime that I send an email to Artin or Farouk or anyone, anytime I send an email to them, I mean, I get a response within minutes. It feels like it could be an hour, but it feels like minutes. And it could be something so simple like, I saw this call come through. Why did it go through this way? And then I get an instant response on what happened. A lot of times it's funny because I get the reply from Artin. He goes, yeah, I already saw it. It's fixed. And like that's customer service at its best. He saw it before I did.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, done. Don't even complain. It's
yeah,
done.
like yeah, exactly. He's like, no, I saw that too. It's fixed.
That.
And that's something that's amazing. Like I love working with those guys. It's an easy partnership. So
great. Thank you very much for coming on and letting me interview you, Dennis. I appreciate it greatly and look forward to great things happening at Tasca and 11 site.
I can't wait. I'm excited too.